Obviously Elan Donan. Everybody thinks it's an old castle. Well, it isn't. There used to be a castle there, but after the Jacobite Rising in 1745 and after Culloden, that was blown up and there was nothing left. It was reconstructed in 1924. Check it out on the web if you don't believe me. And this particular location, the bridge and the castle, were used in film Highlander. Yes, that one there can be only one, and there is only one Elan Donan. Yes. Hey, look at this, guys. We're on the Skye Bridge. Way! Up a bit away. Yeah, look at this. Wow!
Right, well, there you have it. That was the Museum of the Isles. Yeah, don't really enjoy this. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there, so if you want to know about McDonald history, then come to this place. Tell you one thing that I found fascinating is that Dunk was actually chatting to the geezer in there, and yeah, and he was saying about like how, you know, when people are noting down the names, how it's potentially been written differently, because I mean his surname is a variation of McDonald, so you know it's just been written down differently, misheard, whatever. And even the geezer in there was saying that his surname is Mackenzie, however it originally wouldn't have been that, because in ancient Gaelic or whatever there was some letter between Z and Y, I think, that doesn't even exist these days. Yeah, so you know, when the name was translated into English, it somehow became Mackenzie. That's for me the bit that I've taken away from that. There's loads to take away from that, but it's not my cup of tea. Yeah, anyway, we're out in the gardens now. It's nice.
I applied for a job here as a gardener. I saw it up for grabs.
You'd have loved that, wouldn't you?
Dunk's still persevering with his camera, bless him. Oh. Hey. I can't believe it. You can't even get anywhere near it. It's a castle and you can't even go inside. I get safety and all that sort of malarkey, but I want to go and explore. Oh well. You know, from a distance it didn't even really look like a ruin, but you get close up and yeah. Anyway, is that like a floor plan?
Oh, no, there's a pink bedroom.
There's a what?
Does it say pink bedroom?
So it does.
There you go.
Wow. That's a pretty big floor plan for not a lot of, oh hello, for not a lot of, I mean, it's damn sight bigger than your average house,
Well,
but...
it's bigger than our house.
So much for peace and quiet, eh? That's the third bit of machinery that we've had go past us since we've been here. Cool, look at that view though. Woohoo! Oh, and there's a dunk. You see the staircase pictured just there, yeah? Well, guess what? That's that staircase. And you want to know the best bit? Well, say best bit, matter of opinion. That picture down there was taken in 1965. So somehow it's gone from looking like a very nice kind of castle-y type building to look like a complete and utter ruin. I'm presuming in that case then that they've only started looking after it within the last decade or two, because surely if it's been like a national trust, I don't know who it belongs to, it's going to belong to some kind of restoration and preservation lists, but yeah, surely they wouldn't have let it get to that. I mean, look at that. You wouldn't even know it was the same place, for God's sake, but that is that staircase there. Bloody hell.
That's a possibility. I think that's probably more likely. I don't know.
Got a good enough view for you, Dunk?
Fabulous.
It's quite special. The rest of the world doesn't exist. Time doesn't matter. You just sit and look at the view. Or stand in my case.
Do you know, that is a view I could never tire of.
Okay, so just a wee update on the whole ruin staircase type dealio. Mr. Encyclopedia of Knowledge here tells me that there was some kind of fire here that gutted out a lot of it, so that would probably explain why it looks how it does. But even so,
it does, but I'm rather surprised. I mean, I think the fire was back in the 1960s or something. Although I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure.
but nevertheless, you know, for it to go from what that picture showed to what it is now within your lifetime is
That cost millions to put that right there. That cost absolute millions.
They must rake in a fair bob, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but how many people are you saying about today? Mind you, summertime, I'd have thought.
Yeah, well, there you go then, exactly. It's the end of October, you know. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can see where probably the fire would have sort of been at this end. How would it have caught fire?
No idea.
That's my next question.
Could have been an electrical fault. I mean, there's bound to be some information about it somewhere.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
you know, it wouldn't exactly just randomly combust, surely.
No.
And it's not like they would have actual fires going, surely.
Maybe something simple like an electrical fire or something like that.
Potentially, but you know, it's weird just how many castles there are actually that have ended up looking like ruins because of fires. Whether it's because, you know, in the past they've been blown up, like Castle Turum and the other one that we saw earlier, Elandone.
What about Urquhart?
Yeah. Or else, you know, whether there's been an accident sort of thing, like we believe happened here. You know, the amount of fires that are just destroying castles. You would have thought that they would have done something to kind of prevent them by now, surely. He's doing a bit of a goggle. We'll get back to you. Okay, so another update then for you. As it turns out, the fire was... Hang on, when was the fire?
The fire was in 1879.
So it wasn't the fire that's changed it from the picture to what it is
But
now.
it burnt out the central section. And then you went into... It's been derelict over time. And the Clan Donald Lands Trust have bought it. And the Clan Donald Lands Trust own the whole of the estate plus this bit plus a whole load of land as well. So we're going back to the Clan Donald lands as it might have been, but they haven't got it all back because there's so much land and it's all been sold to private individuals. So there you have it.
So yeah, so it's derelict for some time and then they knocked it down.
Well, some
parts
of it were unsafe, so they demolished parts of it, and what you see there is basically what's left. You can see the bits they've knocked down because you've got the bit that's coming off the end of the wall there with the ivy growing just above the tree, because those two parts used to be linked. So a lot of it after the fire was unsafe, so they knocked it down, which is a shame.
It is a shame.
But that's
They've owned it since 1972, but it's still...
Yeah, the Clan the Clan Donald Lands Trust own this now. It was sold to them. A private individual used to own it before that. But they do now, and this is the historic seat of the MacDonalds of Sleat.
Don't want to leave our car here too long. Another clip, another location. This time we're at Kilt Rock, and you also may well be able to hear Milt Falls in the background as well. Look at that. Just don't look down, because it's a long way.
back in the car before actually I thought I'd lost my hat and then I realised I wasn't wearing one.
The real reason why I started this clip was because I was literally just about to say, yeah, hope you enjoyed that little music montage. Yeah, we're now going to get back in the car and go somewhere else. There's not really a lot that you can vlog as such around here, to be honest. No, there's not even toilets there, girl. There's nowhere to eat either. You're screwed. Got a nice little pool of water there. Might be a mini lock. No, it's not going to be a lock. Gosh, it's cold. It really, really is. And we were actually just saying on the way up there that Travel Trolls did a video here. Of course, we're going to talk about them as per usual. Yeah, Travel Trolls did a video, and it started hailing when they were there, and that was some of the biggest hailstones that they'd ever seen. So, cool. In that sense, I'm glad that we got it when it was dry. And yeah. Anyway, let's hit the road. So we've just pulled over at the side of the road, and well, say that we're actually in a lay-by. Anyway, Doug's gonna sort himself out. He's gonna try and put his other lens on his camera and take a few pickies. I've already been out and taken quite a few with my lovely zoomy camera. He's got a couple on his phone, but he's gonna try out a new lens. So coolio. Look at that concentration. Wait, look at that. What a day, eh? Yeah, we spent a bit of time in Portray. Spent a bit of time in Portray before we left the island. You got your glasses fixed, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, I've got a new little screw on my glasses. I can actually see the maps now. Because it's been a tough 24 hours without that. But yeah, sorted.
So that was McDonald and Partners' place, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, J.M.
McDonald and Partners Opticians, yeah.
Lovely people, very helpful.
Yeah, I kept staring at her through the window to put her off.
Didn't work.
Oh. well, Doug kept trying to mouth stuff to you as well. So.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
but then this woman come and sat in a chair just the other side of the window, so if I was looking at you guys, it looked like I was looking at her. So that's not good. So I just had to ignore the pair of you then. She had an appointment at 4 o'clock. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, swiftly. Yes, then after that we stopped off in Fort Augustus. For a very nice meal indeed. Got a couple pickies which I'll overlay now. That was called the Lock-In.
The Lock-In, because there's a series of locks on the Caledonian Canal, which obviously runs up, all the way to Loch Ness and stuff. But yeah, the series of locks. I'm sure it's very pretty, although it was dark when we were there.
Yeah, because
nice.
we got there about 7ish or just before.
Yeah, it was probably just before 7, 7:15, something like that.
Yeah.
So, but it was
and
nice.
The time is now 9:05.
It was a 12-hour day. Poor Dunk.
Oh yeah, he's been doing all the driving while we've been up. To get up here and while we've been up here. Oh, hello.
Just getting over chewing gum.
Full day in the cottage. Anyway, on that sobering note, that apparently we've done over 2,000 miles on this holiday.
Anyway,
bye y'all.
Thanks for watching.
You gonna.
Yeah. Thanks for walking. Thanks for watching. Come on, get up. I've got things to do. Right. Thanks for watching, and love you all. See you on the next video. Bye.